Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while and I'm not gonna lie, I've tried to do this reading so many times, but every single time I try and do it, it just either the video cuts out or something just prevents me from uploading. I got this idea from the YouTuber Bonsai, but I know other YouTubers have been doing this. Shout out to you guys. We have some amazing, fantastic tarot readers. But yeah, so I have 7 piles. Pile 1 is the rooster and the sunflower, which is communication. Pile 2 is the skunk and the magnolia, protection. Pile 3 is the bear and the cedar, which is leadership. Pile 4 is the elk and the ash, which is strength. Pile 5 is the porcupine and the anemone, which is boundaries. And pile 6 is the cayman and the poppy, which is dreams. And pile 7 is the frog and the lotus, which is metamorphosis. Okay, go ahead and pick your piles. I'm going to try and upload 2 today, only for today, because I want to do one to do with parenting, and that one might come before this one because it was requested. And then I have another requested reading for Saturday. Okay, and then after that I'll be open to any other requests you guys have. With that being said, let's start. Okay, let's move this to the side. Let's move that to the side. I'm going to try and keep these readings concise, even though there's a lot of piles, okay? Pile 1, 1 minute and 32 seconds. You guys chose communication, okay? The rooster, all right? And the sunflower. Let's see. What is your reputation, okay? Well, you guys could be Geminis. You guys could be Virgos because it's giving Mercury-esque. You guys could be very good with your communication. It doesn't have to mean that you guys are communicative, as in you talk a lot, but it's like when you do, it's efficient, it's clear, it's sound, it's reliable, okay? But let's see. We have 37, clean up your mess. 3 is a number of support, networking, help, friendships, and 7 is a number of learning, okay? So add them together, you get 10, which rounds back to 1, which is all about new beginnings and new portals. So what this tells me with the clean up your mess is that people could see you as someone who you're really good at problem solving. When it comes to your friendships, you're good at learning through them. People learn a lot from you, okay? Your friends learn so much from you, and you're good at solving issues. Whenever they have problems, you are the type of friend that has the best advice, and you're just very good at supporting other people. That's the kind of energy I'm getting, okay? Maybe that's with the communication. Maybe you're the type of person that you don't really talk much, but if somebody is to reach out to you for some help and let you know what's going on in their life, you always have a sound answer. You always have the best advice. You always know the right things to say. You know how to clean things up, okay? But I'm also getting that if there are any misunderstandings between you and other people, or if there are 2 people bickering between each other, you know how to be the peacemaker, okay? You know how to get things through to one ear to the other ear. It's just the way you come across is so clear, so understandable. Like, it makes people see things from a different perspective. But I'm also getting intuitively that you guys are very intelligent people. So I feel like people often rely on, like, basically your word carries a lot of weight. So whenever you say something, people just take it as, okay, then this is basically fact because pile 1 said it. There's something about you that commands a lot of respect. And you're also somebody who takes accountability. So even though you are intelligent, you're not afraid to let people know, oh, I don't know about that topic. Could you educate me on that? And it makes people feel like, okay, you're very humble. You're the type of person where even if you do something wrong, because, we're not perfect, you're the type of person to apologize and backtrack and be like, I'm so sorry. I didn't understand this and this and this. Is there a way we can make amends? Like, you know how to smooth over the situation, okay? You guys could be destined to be diplomats if you wanted to. Like, this seems like a perfect thing for you. You know how to smooth over every situation, okay? We also have the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. And we have the 10 of Wands, which is fire sign energy, which is Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, almost forgot. And we have the root chakra. So yeah, your reputation is that you are strong and stable, calm, cool, collected, but strong and stable. You guys have a really great reputation, especially because of the Hierophant. A Hierophant is someone who people go to for advice, spiritual advice sometimes, but overall advice. People look to for wisdom. People respect. You guys have a really good status. It doesn't have to mean like you guys are rich and you're well known, but it could well be that for some of you. But it's just more of a case of people have a lot of respect for you. I feel like I would not be surprised if you guys grew into this role. Like, you didn't always have everybody respecting you, but you've gone through certain things in your life that have kind of made you feel like, you know what? I'm tired of the disrespect, quite frankly, and ain't nobody got time for that. So, so it's like, there's something about you. I'm getting like, especially if you have Libra in your chart, because this is common with Libra in your chart, but if you are a reformed people pleaser, like maybe when you were younger, you used to be a people pleaser, and now you've grown out of that. Now it's like you just do whatever you feel is right, and you don't really care whatever happens, you know? And now people respect you a lot more, because I'm getting that, even like, especially if you're a woman, men who often go around playing different women and basically being an F-boy with different women, I feel like now you're at a place of your life that if those men approach you, they get scared of you. Intuitively, they just know you're not the one to be messed with, okay? And I'm getting this wasn't always the case. So I would not be surprised if you have been played before at some point of your life, but it made you wiser. It made you more head over heart and more logical. So now whenever men like that do approach you, they just know you're not the one. And it's like they intuitively feel forced to respect you. There's something about your energy that just commands a lot of respect. Some of you guys could be very modest as well in your dress. You don't have to for everyone in this pile, but some of you could be modestly more dressed, or there's something about your energy that just commands respect, especially from men. If you're a woman, it's like it makes them feel like, oh, like I don't want to mess with this woman. Like I have nothing but respect for this woman. This is the type of woman I'd want to marry, you know, I wouldn't want to disrespect, you know? But if you're a man watching this, you have that level of respect in general. Like you have a beautiful balance between masculinity and femininity. Women adore you and men adore you. Men respect you, you know? So whatever you're interested in, it's the same with the man, okay? I do feel like people see you as someone who, you have a lot of responsibilities. People see you as someone who shoulders a lot of responsibilities. Like you may have the whole world on your freaking shoulders, but you won't look like you're going through. But people just know deep down that you carry a lot of responsibility and you handle it so well. I would not be surprised, Pal One, if you were kings and queens in another lifetime. I would not be surprised, because you guys make everything look easy when it's not. But people can pick that up though. People can say that there's something really respectable. Sorry, my hair's annoying me. There's something really respectable about Pal One. And I feel like Pal One makes a great leader. Even if you're shy, even if you're introverted and you're just like, you know what, I don't want to lead anyone. I just want to stay in my own lane, and that's cool. But it's just your energy that commands respect, okay? I'm hearing Iris. I'm hearing all of these Egyptian sort of ancestral names, right? You guys just command a lot of respect, okay? And you guys could be someone who's chasing abundance, because we do have Taurus, which is an earth sign. So I feel like you guys get a reputation for chasing the bag and focusing on what is more important, which is your stability. You guys have a reputation for valuing your stability and only focusing on your stability, which is why we have the root chakra. So yeah, you guys are genuinely just respected and highly adored. And you know how to smooth out any situation. Like, you know how to learn from it. People learn from you. I feel like you are a lot of people's muse, and your friends really do look up to you a lot. Yeah, I feel like people, I heard fuck around and find out and catch me outside. So I feel like people, you carry an energy that just people just can't fuck with. Even if you're not the type where you're like, I'm a lover, Gemini, not a fighter. I'm not out here trying to fight people. I'm too old for that. I'm too refined for that. But people just feel like you are this person to not be messed with. As in, no matter how nice you are, no matter how well composed you come across to people, how sound, people still feel like you have a bit of like savageness hidden under there. They haven't seen it, but they just somehow know it's there. So people know not to fuck with you, okay? And yeah, that's the energy that you're giving off. That's your reputation. You work really hard. People see you as a hard worker. You're in your masculine energy regardless of gender. And you just know what's up. Stability is where your focus is at. No one can sidetrack you, okay? But that's what I'm getting for power number one. I'm going to try my best to not make these readings too long, only because timing, you know? Anyways, moving on to pile 2. 9 minutes and 35 seconds. Pile 2. You guys chose the skunk and the magnolia. Protection. Okay, so what is your reputation? People see you as someone who's very, very, like, your boundaries are high. Like, no one can get, I would not be surprised if this group either has a tiny circle of friends or just has one friend or not even any friends. And I'm not trying to shade, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. It's good to be alone sometimes, you know? Alone, but not lonely, if that makes sense, right? But yeah, you guys are the type of people that you don't let everyone that close to you. Like, you're polite, you'll be nice, but you keep your circle small. It's like, it's very hard to get very close to you. It's very hard to get even information about you. That's the energy you're giving off. But let's see. We have 53, take no offense. 5 is a number of change. 3 is a number of support and networking. Add them together, you get 8, which is abundance, okay? So I'm getting that there could be changes in your friendship dynamic at the moment, whereby, say for some of you, you may have fallen out with some of your friends, or you may be just growing distant from people you once were close with. So for some of you, there may not have even been beef between you and your friends, but you just naturally are pulling away from each other due to life, due to outgrowing each other, due to like shifting, okay? Energy shifts. But for some of you, you actually had a full-on like argument with your friends and you don't hang out with them anymore. But because we have take no offense, I'm getting that it's because now you are accessing a certain energy of yourself, like your higher self is coming through, and now you're outgrowing things that your soul can no longer tolerate, and it's like you're speaking your mind, you're becoming more outspoken. So it's like maybe in the past you may have kept quiet to keep the peace, but now it's like, okay, if something needs to be said, I'm gonna say it now. And you could be butting heads with certain people. For others of you, you're not butting heads with anyone, but like your mindset is shifting, or your mindset has changed, and therefore you can't really relate to the certain people or things that you used to do. And people are trying to not take offense by that, even though people do low-key, some people in your life will take offense to that. I feel like a lot of people are trying not to take offense to that, especially if you haven't had any fights or beef with anyone. The people are trying to not take this personal, that you are shifting and changing and growing distant from them. But for others who have had fights with friends or fallouts with friends, yeah, these people take it to heart. They don't want to take it to heart, but they're taking it to heart, because I'm hearing you've changed, you know. We have 4 of Wands, 5 sign energy, not Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But because I said Gemini, you know, there's no such thing as a coincidence, as that guy says. So you never know. And we have the Moon card, which is Pisces and Cancer energy. We also have I'm hurt. Okay, I didn't even know I'm hurt came up in this pile. We have abundance, and we have disloyalty. Ooh, ciao. So your reputation, well, this is definitely coming through like certain people that are feeling this way. Not everybody. I don't think your reputation overall is that you're disloyal, but I feel like some friends, if you're not friends with certain people, or you've been drifting apart from certain people, they see you as disloyal. They feel like you're changing too much and you don't want to deal with certain people anymore. Some people may be thinking that you're uppity now and you're moving forward in life. You're being too secretive, especially with this Moon card. It's like you're hiding too much now, okay? Or you're trying to create space, create distance, and shut people out, okay? That's just some people getting that impression. It doesn't have to be true. For others of you, people interpret this disloyalty as you just pulling away, you just going off on your own. Like, you're not going to be friends forever or close forever, because now you're changing, you're growing, you're evolving, you're becoming something different, okay? Some people feel like you're not loyal in general, as in like to friendships. I'm not getting cheater vibes, as in you're the type of person to cheat on someone. I'm getting more so the vibes of when you meet people, it may not be forever things. As in, like, if you meet someone new, some people may feel like you're not going to be their friend forever. You're going to eventually outgrow them and move on with your life, okay? And some people may also act like, or have the assumption of you that you are not loyal to people. You are just loyal to what is going to benefit you. So some people may feel like you're putting yourself first. But strangely, it's not coming through as selfish, though. It's coming through as you're just going off in your own little world right now, and you're just keeping calm, laying low, and that's where you want to be. You don't want your peace to be disturbed. That's what's coming through. I'm not getting like you're a cheater, or, you know, you're a selfish person. Like, I'm just getting that you just want to be on your own life, and you're doing things on your terms now. Maybe because you could have been a people pleaser at some point, and now you're just out of that. You no longer want to be passive, but at the same time, it's like you're not being aggressive either. You're just kind of like, I need to just keep to myself right now and just do what is important for me and what is necessary in my life, and not really worry about how that is impacting anybody else. But I'm getting that these people don't see you as selfish. because we do have take no offense. So it's like they're trying to not be offended by it. It may hurt them because we do have I'm hurt, but it's like they understand. Okay. Even with the unhurt card, I am getting that people may feel like when you cut or disconnect or keep yourself a bit closed off from people assume that you're not doing it to be mean. And especially if you've done this to people that you are close with, like very close with at some point, these people feel like it may have been hard for you to do this. Like, especially if you are not friends with people that you've grown up with anymore, or you've had a fallout. Like, some people genuinely feel like that was not easy for you to just break away, especially if you've had like a long bond. People understand that was perhaps difficult, and it hurts, but it's like it was necessary. Some people feel like you are destined for success because we have abundance, and you're just trying to keep your peace. Okay, especially with this Four of Wands. People may feel like you're secretly in a relationship, or you're about to enter a relationship and you're keeping it hush hush. You could be the type of person that if you enter a relationship, you're keeping it private. People only find out that you got married by word of mouth. Like, you might not post things. Okay, you might be very secretive like that, to that extent. But people feel like you're destined to be success, or you're destined for happiness, you know, because abundance isn't always about money and monetary gain. It can just be about feeling, you know, an intense feeling of just a lot, you know. I don't know how to word that properly, but like yeah, I give up. But yeah, people just feel like you're very stable and you're destined to be happy. Some people may feel like you may buy a house one day. Like, you just value your stability. You could be Cancers as well. But people people feel like you give off a mysterious vibe. Like, you don't want to share too much about your life. It's very secretive. It's very private. But they feel like you do this to protect what is meaningful. So say, for example, if you are in a relationship, you may not post pictures of you and your man, or you and your woman, or you and your person, whatever it may be. You may keep that very private, and people may wonder, like, is something going on? Is there trouble in paradise? But really, it's just like, no, when something is meaningful, protection, you know, when something means a lot to you, you're going to protect it naturally, you know. So I feel like some people may feel like that's what you're doing, and they're trying to not take offense by it. Like, say, for example, if you're not the type to volunteer information about your life to people wonder, like, why don't they feel comfortable to tell me this? I'm not a hater. I'm not trying to hate on their lifestyle. I'm not trying to hate on what they've got going on. Even if you're single, like, you could end up in a connection very soon, and people may wonder, like, what's going on? Why is Pile 2 so secretive? But that's the thing, like, you guys are not being secretive. Like, you're just being very private. Like, not everything needs to be voiced, you know. It's kind of reminds me of me to some extent. Like, when I've been at work, I was at work, like my first ever job, right? Everybody was so vocal about what they've got going on. I was the youngest there, and no one knew that I was a mother. Like, randomly, like, my boss got a call from the nursery about, like, you know, my son being sick, and I had to just quickly, like, dash off and collect him because my nanny couldn't do that at the time. I don't know why. So I had to do it. And he was like, first of all, you have a child? Why didn't you tell us this? And I'm just thinking, like, I didn't really see it as information that needed to be distributed, I guess. And it's also like, I have this bad habit. I don't know if it's autism or whatever it may be, but I have this bad habit of, like, if I don't feel like it's necessary to share information about my life, then I just don't, you know? Unless someone asks, I'm happy to tell. If someone's like, oh, you know, do you have kids? I'm like, yeah, I have two sons. But it's not something that I will volunteer, because why does everyone need to know that I am a parent? Like, why is that information that someone needs to know unless they're dating me, right? You know? So unless they want to be close friends with me, you know, then why not? But I just kind of saw a job as a job. It's like, I'm getting paid to be here. If it wasn't for money, I wouldn't be here. So we're not all buddy. We're just co-workers. Like, I keep that kind of boundary there. And it's not that I do it on purpose, but I think it's just something so subconscious, right? But I digress. Enough about me. Yeah, so people just see you as very stable and secure. It's like you guys may have a quiet confidence, where it's like, people may think if you're quiet or you don't share much, they may feel like, oh, you know, is so-and-so is part to a shy person, a nervous person, an insecure person. But really, it's just like, I just don't feel like we're close enough for you to know this information, you know? But that's the kind of energy that you're giving. But yeah, people just feel like you're just loyal to yourself. And yeah, that's all I'm getting for pile 2. I'm going to move on to pile 3. Don't know why I'm such in a giddy mood. Like, you know, maybe it's because the weather is improving. Okay. 2012. Pile 3. You guys chose the bear and the cedar, which is leadership. So what is your reputation? Your reputation is that you guys know how to lead. Okay, you guys are destined for that leadership sort of lifestyle, that role. I would not be surprised if some of you guys are influencers, but or going to be. But there's something very commanding about your energy. So you don't have to be like an alpha male, alpha female. You guys can also be sigma male, sigma female. That's what I consider myself anyway. Like I don't really consider myself an alpha because I don't desire to boss people around or like run shit, you know. But a sigma is more like you cannot be controlled by anybody else. You don't want to be told what to do by anybody else, but at the same time you don't want to govern other people either. It's like you just want to stay in your own little bubble, but just, you know, it's like you can control everyone else, but you're not going to control me. That's basically a sigma. But in alpha, it's like, no, I want to control everyone and you're going to do as I say. You know. So you guys could be like that kind of people where like people just look up to you. So you could be someone who there's just something like I wouldn't be surprised if this group people do emulate you. People may steal your ideas if you're a content creator, or people feel very influenced by you. And yeah, I wrote a song about this. It's called Blueprint. Like I would not be surprised if people see you as that blueprint, you know. But yeah. I also would not be surprised if people don't compliment you a lot, okay? Because some people may steal your ideas without giving credit or complimenting you, or, you know, that shit happens, you know? And for a while, it kind of made me feel like when people do that, it kind of made me feel like, oh, that sucks. I don't even like to be copied. But then at the end of the day, it's inevitable, and you should take it as a compliment, as in like, you got something going on, and no one can steal your brain. You always keep having ideas, right? So some of you could also be teachers, okay? But you're in some sort of role where people actually do want to listen to you. People, when you have shit to say, people stop and they stare and they listen, okay? We have number 15, open your heart. 1 is a number of opening new portals, new beginnings. 5 is a number of change. Okay, add them together, you get 6, which is balance and reciprocity. Okay, so with the open your heart, people see this is giving Libra moon. Okay, I'm not just saying that because I'm a Libra moon. Okay, I'm just saying you guys value fairness when it comes to friendships, love, family, co-workers. You want things to be balanced. Like you may be a little bit closed off to love here and there, but if someone gives you that love, that care and everything, you're going to reciprocate. So even with friendships, if someone does so much for you, you're going to give them that same energy back. I feel like you guys are very balanced people, okay? And you're not afraid to switch up if someone switches up on you. So say, for example, if you've given people a lot of love and care and support and you feel like they're not reciprocating it, you're going to switch up. You're like, okay, well, I'm going to take back my love. I'm going to take back my support. I'm going to take back everything I need to do because that's not fair. Okay. Like you guys are very balanced people. You know, it's like some people may misinterpret you guys. They may feel like you're very closed off with the open your heart. They're like, please open your heart. But I feel like you guys do have an open heart. You guys are loving people. You guys like to embrace others, lift up people. You're very sweet to many people. Okay. But it's like, you also are not the type to just give this like randomly. So I know that sounds a bit contradicting, but I'm trying to explain it. Lord help me, I'm trying to explain it. Like, it's kind of like in a way where, like, if you're in a room of people, right? You're not going to go up to people and be like, hey, how are you? Hey, what's going on? Hi, my name is, you know, you're not the type to do that, but you're going to come off as very like closed off in a crowded room. But if someone comes to you and says, hi, my name is so-and-so, what's your name, pile 3? Then that's when you start to be open with them. You start to be friendly with them. So it's kind of like you give off the vibe that some people may feel like you're not friendly, but then when they get to know you, you're so open, you're so loving, you're so welcoming. You're like, hi, you know, like it's just, people just need to experience your energy before coming to conclusions. Your reputation is really good though. People do feel like you are a genuine person, especially with the open your heart. Okay, but you're not afraid to switch up, because that's why we have the 5 here. It's like new beginnings. I'm open to new beginnings and new people, but if you act different, I'm gonna switch up. But yeah, I feel like people could be quick to judge you, but they have to have a conversation with you and experience your energy one-on-one for them to really find out who you truly are with people. Okay, we have the 6 of Wands, which is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and we have the Page of Cups, which is water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and then we have I love you. Oh my god, is this my favorite pile? You guys have an energy of being like, I don't know why I heard Mother Teresa, but it's like you guys have an Empress energy. I think that's what I was thinking of. Like, you guys are very loving, very caring, very nurturing, but you know when to be stern. You know when to be tough. You know when to apply boundaries, okay? People feel like you're very, very popular, even if you're not. Even if you feel like, I do not feel like I'm popular. I don't even know people like that. I don't even know who knows me. I just keep to myself. You'd be surprised. A lot of people do talk about you, Pal 3. And this is success. Not my battery running out. This is success, okay? This is a lot of people liking you. This is like recognition, whether it's online or in the workplace. People really do look to you, okay? They look up to you. Similar to Power 1 a little bit. You know, the Power 1 had the Hierophant and it's giving that energy. But I feel like, oh my God, I feel like you guys, a lot of people have a crush on you. You don't even know this, but a lot of people actually do crush on you. Some may be bold enough to approach you. Some don't. Most don't. But some people, like, they be crushing on you, okay? You are everybody's crush. I also feel like you guys are seen as a big catch, okay? I heard beauty and brain. So you guys are not just good looking, attractive, handsome, but you guys are also very much like you have other things to your personality that serve as an ideal partner, okay? People really like your energy, but I'm getting you don't give your energy to just everybody. But when you do, people really cherish it, and then they want more and more and more of it. And then you're like, hold up a minute. Come on now. I can't give too much away, you know? But you may come off as shy in the beginning, because we have the Page of Cups. And I don't know why, because this is not the original meaning, but this is what I feel like intuitively, that you may come off as very shy with people in the beginning. And then once like you ease yourself in, that's when you start to be a bit more open with people, right? But a lot of people have crushes on you, Pal 3. Because we have I love you. Like, you're someone who's easy to fall in love with. You're the type of person that people would fall in love with, or they would see you as an ideal husband, as an ideal wife. You know, they feel like this is the type of person that I'd want to be with. I would not be surprised. I swear to God, I'm not trying to gas you guys up, but you are a lot of people's soulmates. Like, everyone feels like, where have I seen you before? Like, where have you been my whole life? Why do I feel so close to you? But it's just your energy. It's just your energy. I feel like even people who have like a specific type in what they look for in a person, you're not their type, but they find themselves having a crush on you anyway and wanting you, and then you become their type. And people have this inkling that they will never meet another person on this planet after meeting you. Like, they know that your energy cannot be duplicated. It can't be replicated. Like, you are you, okay? Another Blueprint reference. Honestly, I'm not even trying to promote my shit. I'm just being honest. Like, you guys give off that energy like you are the Blueprint, okay? And no one can, like, anyone after you, no one can replicate that. Because I just feel like you guys are so easy to love. Like, me just, like, reading Pal 3 makes me feel like I want to meet you. Whoever picked Pal 3, it makes me want to meet you. Like, can we be friends? Like, you guys sound cool, okay? But you're well respected, you're well received. I feel like some people may also feel like you're too good to be true. I feel like people who think more on the negative side of life, like the glass half empty, they may feel like she is amazing, he is amazing, but is this like too good to be true? You may make people question whether you're real. Especially if you're a nice person, especially if you're a popular loner, but like a nice popular person, people may feel like are you just being nice because there's a motive behind it? You just want people to like you? Or is this who you truly are? Like, you make people question that. But there's no need to, because you guys seem very genuine, okay? Very, very genuine. I feel like some people may try and come up with reasons to dislike you, but they can't find any, because you keep proving that this is just who you are. Because you're not putting on an act, you're not putting on a mask. Like, this is just you. You either like you or you don't, but you don't care regardless, because you like yourself. And that's on period. Okay, but I really like this pile. I'm not gonna lie. It's such a nice energy. It makes me feel like I want to be friends with pile 3. Like, you guys are just lit. Okay, very attractive inside and out. Like, you guys have an attractive aura. So it's not coming off on the outside. It's just who you are. You know. But yeah, you guys are so sweet. I feel like even the sweet things you say to people just uplifts people. It makes them wonder, like, oh my God, is there a chance? So be careful though, because you might have people thinking that you like them when you're just being kind. So watch out for that. Okay, but that's what I'm getting for pile number 3. I'm going to move on to pile number 2. I know it seems short, but it's like, I got things to do. Okay, pile 4, 30, 44. Pile 4, you guys chose the elk and the ash, which is strength. You guys could be Leos. But what's your reputation? Okay, very stoic. Okay, people find you to be very stoic, very strong. Like, you give off an aura as if you've been through something. Okay, there's like this energy of like, I bet pile 4 has been through some things. Okay, but let's see. So we have 38, which is lend a hand. 3 is all about support, networking, friendships, and 8 is about abundance. So I would not be surprised if you're someone who, you do a job where people would like to collaborate with you. You're also someone who supports others, you uplift others, okay? But 3 plus 8 equals 11, I think, which is a master number. It's all about manifestation, but it rounds back to 2, which is all about partnership. So lend a hand. You are a hype man/woman. You are the type of person that you always support other people. If someone has something going on, you're not afraid to clap for other people. You are someone, I would not be surprised, yeah, like, this group has high self-esteem, as in, like, you don't believe in tearing people down to lift yourself up. Like, you feel like we can all shine because we're all amazing, right? This is the kind of energy. If you're a woman, you're a woman's woman. If you're a guy, you're a guy's guy. You are a very supportive, collaborative person. It may not be that you want to work with people, but if you have to, you're a really good team player, okay? You're not intimidated by anyone. And I feel like people are intimidated by you, if I'm going to be honest with you, but you're not intimidated by anyone, okay? We have the 6 of Swords, which is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then we have the Queen of Swords, which is, again, air sign energy. And we have I'm busy. This is a pile that's very stoic. I am booked and busy. You guys don't even have the time to hang out with people. I'm not going to lie. Like, you guys are busy bees. It's like, even if you want to hang out with friends, it's like you try and look at your schedule and you're like, I just don't have time for it. Like, people feel like getting time with you is so hard. That's your reputation, that you are always busy, always being mentally stimulated, especially with the strength card. Like, there's just something about you that screams, I have to shoulder this on my own. Okay, if you're a woman, which we have the female energy here, feminine energy here, or just a female kind of energy, you guys are giving off masculine energy. And I know some women feel some type of way when that's said, especially when a man says it. Like, some people be like, oh, I don't like women who are masculine. But let's be real, everybody has masculine and feminine energy. We have both, okay? And it's not an insult to be masculine, okay? I'm an air sign, for freaking crying out loud, okay? Air signs are a masculine sign. And masculine doesn't mean I'm going to start growing a beard. Masculine can just be like logical, okay? You're someone who's logical. You may choose the logics over the emotion. So say, for example, if a guy is, a guy's cheating on you, for example, you're the type of people that would be like, I'm not staying. Logically, that doesn't make sense to stay, because I don't deserve that. I'm everything a man should want and need. I'm loving, I'm sweet, I'm loyal, I'm giving, I'm stable in my own right, I'm fucking phenomenal, I'm beautiful inside and out. Why am I going to stay with someone who doesn't see that? When I can go with someone who does see that and respects that and honors that and loves that. You guys are logical, you guys are intelligent, okay? You guys are strong. And there's nothing wrong with having that masculine energy. So I hope that does not get taken the wrong way, because some people do be taking that the wrong way. But some men who are insecure, they may project that onto other women and make them feel bad for being a little bit more intelligent than them. Whoop. Look at me rocking the boat. or for just picking logic over emotion. Sometimes sometimes you have to use your brain over your heart. But then there are situations where it's okay to use your heart over your brain, okay? Like, you need both. You need feminine and masculine energy. But the vibe that people are getting from you currently is that you are coming off as very like masculine in the sense of logics. I got this done, I need to get this done, responsibility. Like, I would not be surprised if you're like that type of woman where you earn your own money. You don't rely on a man for anything. You may even be single. Like, you're just like, I don't need a man to buy me this, to do with this. I just want to focus more on what is important and what I got to get done. And if I have to do it with my own hands, I'm going to do it. You give off that vibe, and that is strength. And people respect that. Some men may feel a little bit intimidated by you, but everybody respects that. And for you, if you're a woman, right? So whether you're a man or a woman, men are going to feel intimidated by that. But if you're especially a woman, don't worry. Like, if you feel like, yeah, I am this way, but it would be nice to have a man take care of me and not have to make me feel like I have to always be strong. It would be nice to melt in somebody's arms for once. If you are feeling that way, I do sense that there will be someone coming into your life that will make you feel that you can rely on them. So don't feel like you need to alter yourself to fit somebody else's mold. When the right person comes in, you'll feel comfortable to, fall into someone's arms and allow them to take that role and lead you. Okay, it's okay. But if you haven't found that person yet, that's also okay. If you don't want somebody, that's also okay. You don't need someone to come and save you either way. I'm just going off of what you guys want and what you don't want. If you do want that love, don't worry. You don't need to shape and change who you are for someone. Someone will come in and will support you the way you deserve to be supported, because I'm getting it. Like, with strength, just because you're strong, it doesn't mean that you deserve to suffer. It doesn't mean you have to struggle your whole life. It's okay to want to have a soft life. It's okay to not always want to be strong, but feel like it's an obligation for you to be strong. It's okay. Whatever works for you. Okay. There's some women who don't want to work. They just want to, relax and have that soft life. Nothing wrong with that. And there's some women who like working. They like having their own money because it makes them feel secure. That's where they enjoy life. That's okay too. Feminism allows a choice for both. Okay. So I feel like with you guys, people respect you so much. And you lift other people up. But I'm getting the intimidation here. Like, I feel like you intimidate a lot of people. Like, a lot of people respect you. No one can ever disrespect you. Even your haters, powerful. Even your haters respect you. They can't even talk shit to your face. If they're going to talk shit, they'll probably do it behind your back, because they don't have the courage to do it to your face, because you are strong, This could even be physically. You will knock the fuck out, okay? But all I'm getting here is you are respected, okay? But with this 6 of Swords energy, I feel like you have a reputation for moving forward. So when conflict happens, when trauma happens, when people do you dirty, or you go through something very difficult, even a loss of a lover, like as in someone's passed away, for example, you are the type to just take everything and move forward, and that is strength. It doesn't change you in a way where you become evil, you become horrible, you become mad at the world. You just take it, you take the lessons, you transmute the energy, you move forward, and that is strength. I don't know why I'm getting goosebumps. I feel like crying for this pile, because honestly, like, my heart goes out. Like, I don't know why I'm feeling like the urge to cry. Like, my heart chakras, like, I'm feeling something, because I feel like you guys are the type of people that have struggled so much in life. I don't even know what you've gone through. I have no clue what you've gone through. But for some reason, like, you always have to be strong, or at least it feels that way. And it's like no one, and the sad things I'm getting for you guys, there's no one you can vent to, because the things you've gone through, other people have not gone through, and they won't get it. Like, don't get it twisted. You have people in your life, or people around you, powerful, that care about you, that love you, that want to be there for you, even if you don't see it, even if it doesn't feel that way. But the sad part is you feel like they won't understand. So it's like you'd rather keep it to yourself and just keep going. And that's deep, And you're such a strong person, because I'm getting you guys are strong, but you guys are still empathetic. You're still good people. You're still loving. Like, no one can ever tarnish the goodness in you. And that's a strength. No matter what you've gone through, your love for kindness, for humility, for everything, for respect, for integrity still remains. Like, even if, say, for example, you've dealt with people who betray people, stab each other in the back, you're the type of person that no matter how many times someone has stabbed you in the back, you will never ever stab anyone in the back. That's the high level of integrity. And I respect you, pile 4, regardless of what you've gone through. Like, this seems like a pile that a lot of people just really, like, people envy your strength. They wish they had what you had, you know? And it sucks because it's like, just because you're strong doesn't mean you should just go out of everything alone. This is my light worker pile, but you guys are empathetic. I'm getting this empath vibe. Like, you're not cruel and mean. Like, you know, because there's some people who've gone through some things in life and they've become absolute assholes because of it. They've become mean and they've become evil. They've become just like the people who've inflicted the trauma on them. But not you guys. Not you guys. You're like, I don't care what happens. I am who I am. And it's ingrained in you to be that good person, to be that source of light. And that's so strong. Like, I get goosebumps just thinking about that. Like, I just want to give you guys a hug. Like, it makes me feel pain knowing that there are people in this world who feel this way and they have no one to talk to. And not because there's no one there, but no one will understand it. No one will get it. And it's hard to even articulate it, you know? So my heart goes out to you, especially if you've had to shoulder on so much, especially if you've been the type to grow up so fast because of it, you know? And you may feel like alone. You may feel like no one's going to understand you. Or if you're single, you may feel like no one's going to truly love you. Or you're going to always be afraid to let love in. And, you know, I feel like you're wrong, though. I feel like there will be someone, like, randomly, like, that's going to really get it. Like, who's gone through their own fair share of troubles and who can relate to you. And you both will, like, grow and heal together. But if you're already in a connection, like, discard that, you know? But yeah, like, you guys are very smart and very strong, you know? But yeah, people find it hard to find time with you. I'm busy. Like, you guys are always busy, because you guys have your eye on the prize. Whatever you're working towards, you're so fixated on that. I also heard writer. So some of you could be a writer. You guys could be writing a book. You guys could be writing a song. I also heard lift. So you guys are just really good at lifting people up and lifting yourself up. I heard longevity. So whatever you're doing is going to have a lot of longevity and people really do believe in you. I'm getting you guys are underrated, but it's not going to be forever that way. Okay. I heard never forget where you come from. Have you ever lost and loved somebody? So people regret leaving you because they've turned you into this strong and undefeated kind of personality type. But at the same time, it's like, I'm getting this vibe that, like, you're so humble that when you do make it one day and you are successful one day, you're going to spoil the people who were there for you, the people who believed in you, the people who loved you. Okay. I'm also getting random messages. You guys are going to meet a lot of people this year, and the people you meet this year will actually stay in your life for a long time. Okay. So if you're single, it might even be a lover. Okay. And your gift of discernment is so strong. Like, you're going to sense when someone can't be trusted and you're just going to eliminate them, or you're not going to be open with them. But you're going to meet someone who, I'm getting water energy, that you're going to meet someone this year and you're going to feel like they get you, you get each other. You're not going to have a wall up with them. Okay. But that's what I'm getting. This is getting too deep. That was channeling something random, but best of luck. I'm going to move on to the next pile because time is money. Okay. 4250. Pile 5, you guys chose the porcupine and the anime Boundries. Okay, so similar to pile 4 actually, and a bit of pile 2. You guys have a reputation for having high boundaries, maybe high standards. It's very hard to get close to you. We also have 48, you are safe. 4 is a number of stability, 8 is a number of abundance. Add them together, you get 12, which rounds back to 3, which is all about support. So this tells me that you guys have a lot of stability in your life, or you're working towards stability in your life. And people actually really do believe in you. Just in case you're wondering, like, if there's anyone who notices you or wants to give you recognition, this is a confirmation that people do see what you got going on. Okay. You also have a reputation for protecting your peace. You guys could be, again, I say this word all the time, but introverted. So you guys feel like you don't mind socializing here and there, but it's like, sometimes it's like you don't allow people to get that close to you because you value your peace, you value your safety. Okay. But people also say that you are a source of peace, you are a source of safety. When someone is around you, they feel like they can be open with you, they feel like they can tell you anything, right? We also have the 3 of Pentacles, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Earth energy, and then we have Virgo with the Hermit, and then we have Loyal. Yeah, so people really like your vibe. This is so similar to pile 2 and pile 4, but you guys are very, like, trustworthy. People, you have a reputation for being trustworthy. That's why we have you are safe. I'm getting, this is a safe space kind of energy. Yeah, especially your co-workers, something to do with work is coming up. People just feel like you are someone who, you're not just a co-worker, or you're not just someone who, even if you don't work for someone, if you're self-employed, if you're doing the same thing in the same field as someone, your people who are doing the same job as you, they actually respect you. They feel like they want to work with you, they want to be close to you because you are trustworthy. There's something about people wanting to be closer to you, but then you don't allow everyone that close to you. But once you get a good vibe, then you allow people close to you, and these people really appreciate that. Okay, you are known for being trustworthy, loyal, wise. Even with this hermit, again, you could be, again, a little bit on the introverted side, where you don't want to get too close to people. You kind of like your space, you kind of like to recharge, and you know, but at the same time, it's like people really respect you, because if you're someone who spends most of your time alone or doing things alone, it gives you time for introspection, it gives you time for reflection, and it makes people feel like anything you say must be something of substance, because you took the time to think on it, you took the time to really analyze and really come to terms of some certain beliefs. Some people, I'm getting occult vibes though, I'm getting like very spiritual, like very like old soul energy from this pile. Like people feel like you're older than your age, like mentally and spiritually, not physically. And people just feel like you are somebody who is a bit mysterious, like someone who people don't know much of, but from the bits that they do know about you, they can only say good things. I'm gonna say it like this pile. You don't have any haters. You don't have a single hater. Okay, maybe you do have haters, but like even your haters can acknowledge that you are worthy of respect. Even your haters can acknowledge that you're very intelligent, okay, and you're very loyal. So if anyone stabbed you in the back, they know they are the problem. You know, you guys are very much, some people see you as better than them, okay, because you know, according to certain readers with the Three of Pentacles, some people see that as, like, if you ask, how does someone so feel about me, and the Three of Pentacles comes up, sometimes that can even denote that they feel like you are better than them. So people feel like you are all that in a bag of chips, but you don't brag, okay? It's like they know you subconsciously know. They know that you're the shit, but you don't brag about it. It's like an inner knowing. It's like, say for example, if you are, this is common with air sign energy, so I'm baiting myself out, but with a lot of air signs, they like intelligence as a form of validation as opposed to looks. So it's not like, oh my God, you're so pretty, you're so hot, you're so handsome. Most air signs will be like, thanks. But it's like, we don't really care. But then if you compliment us on like our intelligence, it's like, wow, okay, thank you. Like, I really appreciate that. Like, so it's like, people know that there is some sort of wisdom, knowledge, or higher learning of some sort that you are very much good at. You're very articulate. You guys could be someone who reads a lot. You guys are very clued up on things. Even if you're not an air sign, you could be an earth sign, you could be any sign. But like at the same time, you may have accolades, you may have a degree, you have a master's, you have a PhD, you have something, but it's like you don't brag about it. But it's like, you know what you know. When you're talking about something, you know what you're talking about. You only speak facts. You don't talk about something that's not true. And people know that you are someone who's very knowledgeable. But you know you're knowledgeable because you seek that knowledge, you know, and you're not afraid to say, I don't know this. Can I learn more about this? So I'm hearing a baby cry, but I don't think it's my baby. I think it's the neighbor's baby, because I'm thinking, is that my baby or is that their baby? Because sometimes you guys be hearing me in my videos, you be hearing babies crying, and you guys think it's my baby. No, my baby's a happy baby. Sometimes it is my baby, I'm not gonna lie. But then sometimes it's the neighbor's baby, and I'm like, my baby don't sound like that. Had to double check. But yeah, so people just see you as someone who is a safe space. If someone wants to vent, they're gonna vent to you, but they notice that you don't vent back. Like, you are not that open with your life. But if someone gains your trust, then you will be open, but not too open. Like you open yourself a bit, like kind of like this flower, like a little bit, like you open up a little bit. But this could also represent that you have a lot of layers to yourself, and people know this intuitively, and they want to get all up under those layers, right? But yeah, because you have high boundaries, okay? But they can tell that you have high boundaries due to being smart and learning from your past, as opposed to like just being sneaky, okay? But that's the energy I'm getting. I'm going to move on to the next pile. Pile 6, 4920. You guys chose the Cayman and the Poppy, dreams. Ooh. Okay, so a lot of people see you, okay, your reputation is that you have big goals, big dreams that you're going to achieve someday. But people also see that you are someone who people would ideally like dream of and want to be with. Okay, you're highly desired, let's put it that way. But let's see. We have let go and let flow. You guys are giving Aquarius or Piscean energy, but let go and let flow. What number is this? This is 27. So 2 is the number of partnerships and 7 is the number of learning. Okay, learning from your partnerships. And number 9 is endings, because 2 plus 7 equals 9. So people, your reputation is that you know how to let things go. You take the lessons you learn, you transmute the bad energy into the positive energy, and you run. Okay, you are the type of person you can let exes go. And you know, child, you know how rare that is. Oh my God, so many people, yeah. And again, no hate, especially if you're still on this journey. So many people don't know how to let people from the past go. They will cling and cling and cling and feel like maybe there's a chance. Even people will literally flat out getting married to someone new, still texting their ex saying, look at me, I'm getting married. Like, why do you need to be in contact with your ex? Like, why does your ex need to know? Like, why are they that important to even know, you know? And like, I feel like this part is the complete opposite. It's like, you can let people go. It's like, listen, you're old news, bye. And if you have ADHD, it's even easier to get rid of people. I'm telling you, because out of sight, out of mind. It's like, you're not even in my brain capacity or whatever. Like, I've forgotten your whole existence. You know, it really do be like that. That's a blessing in some cases, right? So you are the type of person that you move on quickly. And moving on doesn't have to mean moving on to the next person quickly, but it's just moving on in general. Like, if you develop a crush on someone and you realize they're not feeling you, they're not putting any effort the way you're putting effort, then you're like, all right, cool, fine. And then you move on with your life, and then boom, there's someone else you may like. And you're like, you've forgotten about the past people. You're like, why was I even obsessed with that person? I've long forgotten about that person. So people see you as someone who's able to move on from people quickly. Okay. We have the Ace of Cups, which is water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And we have earth sign energy with the Ace of Pentacles with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And we have children. Yeah, you guys, that's what I'm saying. You guys give Aquarius, Piscean, maybe even Gemini, Libra, Sagittarius, Aries. Like, you guys give off that vibe whereby you're just like if something doesn't make you happy, you're going to leave it. You know, like, if your relationship is not making you happy, bye. If a job is not making you happy, bye. And this may not even be true, but this is how people see you. They feel like you're not afraid to leave if something, even if you haven't left, if you just think about leaving, like, people just feel like you want to be where you are most fulfilled. Okay, if you're not fulfilled somewhere, then you feel like, why am I here? I'm not even fulfilled, you know? Because we have let go and let flow. This is like someone who just moves in the way of the waves, like, according to how they feel, according to what is aligned for them. I would not be surprised if you guys resonate with 222, the alignment. If something is not aligned for you, you're like, okay, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to trust the universe, and I'm just going to let it go and just see what happens. You know, people may feel like you are very lucky because things work out for you, but that's because you move intuitively. You may feel like, okay, I feel like doing this and doing this. And then when it doesn't work out, you're like, okay, cool. I'm going to change. I'm going to shift. I'm going to do this instead. Like, you just march to the beat of your own drum. It's giving free-spirited. Your reputation is that you're free-spirited. That's what I'm getting at, okay? Especially with the dreams. It's like, you go over to whatever you believe in. Like, I know dream is too big for you. Like, even if you feel like you haven't achieved any of your dreams yet, like, you will at some point, and you believe that, and you affirm that. And it's like, you're like, I want to do this because it makes me happy, so I'm just going to go towards that instead. Like, it's so childlike, but in a good way. Not in like, oh my God, that's so delusional, get over it, pal 6. It's like, no, like, this is a beautiful energy to be in, and this is the type of energy that gets you where you're going to be in life. You guys are just full of love and self-love. Ace of Cups is giving the energy that you guys exude love, like, you are love. Okay, you give love, you experience love, you are lovable. Okay, this is a self-love part. Like, you love yourself. At least that's how you're coming across. So with this children here, it's almost like you guys are like childlike. And see how this person is on the swing with the rainbow. You're just yourself. You are your authentic self. You really are. You're not afraid to be anything different. You know, you let go of things, and it's like, I heard short attention span. So some of you could have a little bit of ADHD, but it's like, you let things go. Okay, you don't hold grudges. You're like, okay, fine, that person was a fucking asshole. Okay, I'm gonna move on with my life. Like, you look towards the next best thing, and that is what your reputation is. Like, even if it's not true though, even if deep down you're crying your eyes out, it's been difficult dealing with certain things in your life, like, you swiftly move on in public. At least, like, you make it look like you didn't even, like, it didn't even take one day to recover from something, even though it may have taken a long while. But you don't show that to people. Okay, with this Ace of Pentacles, people feel like you're always seeking new opportunities, new stability. People feel like you are blessed, you are lucky, and you are blessed. Like, you attract new opportunities just like that, especially even with love. People may feel like in love and finances, you always have something new, and you always want something new. You don't want to stick with something old, or you're not the type that wants to go back to exes anymore. Maybe you have done in the past and it didn't work out, so you decided, you know what, I just want something new. If you are not giving me what I want, I'm gonna go towards what I want. New. Okay, you don't want anything that is like repeating it. You guys could get bored of things quickly. People feel like it's so hard to like keep your attention, or so hard to impress you, captivate you. You're very hard to lock down, very free spirited. But when something does come along and you're genuinely happy with it, you will be loyal, you will stick by people, and you will be consistent when you love something. But I would not be surprised if you guys have many hobbies, or just you're good at many talents, good at many things. Okay, and even if you feel like you're not, you will be at some point. But you have a lot of opportunity. Oh, okay, my battery's running out. You have a lot of opportunities for love. You have a lot of people who want to ask you out, and you have a lot of opportunities headed your way. And people just feel like these just fall into your lap, and you're just blessed. Some people, not everyone, but some people may feel like you have pretty privilege, as in you get these things because of how you look. But I think it's just your energy. Not to say that you're not beautiful. My pal 6, you guys are probably stunning. Not even probably, fuck the probably. You guys are stunning, are beautiful, are amazing. But it's like, I'm getting this like an energy thing. Like, you guys are vibrating high, very high vibrational people. And thriller seekers, what I heard. Never give up on this energy. This is freaking beautiful, okay? I'm going to move on to pile 7. The last pile. Maybe I will get to upload this video finally. 5650. You guys chose the frog and the lotus, which is the metamorphosis. Lotus is a nice calm plant. It's very, I associate it with Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. I don't know which religion. I think it's Buddhism. I could be wrong. Where, like, you know, they chant that as a way to, it's like in meditative form. It's a good way to keep things calm, in a way where you find answers to things. I don't know how to explain it. I'm probably explaining it wrong. Don't quote me on that. But metamorphosis, you are known to change a lot. Okay, you guys, I would not be surprised if you're Scorpios, Geminis, Sagittariuses, Leos. You guys change a lot. Or Aquariuses. Yeah, people see your son who you always look different, or you always become different, you always develop a new style, a new way, a new perspective of life, new. People can't keep up with you, okay? We have 43, put others first. Okay, 4 is the number of stability, 3 is the number of friendships and support. So this is to do your friendship groups. You learn a lot from your friends, and your friends learn a lot from you. And one thing that people are trying to learn about you is that they feel like you are so good at compromising and putting them first, and they want to be able to do that for you. I don't know who specifically feels this way about you, but someone does, okay? We have the earth sign energy with the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and we have Aries energy with the Fool card, and then we have no, and then we have I need you. You march to the beat of your own drum. Ooh, so maybe this put others first. People wish that you would put others first. But I'm getting that you guys have put people first at some point. But it just, people didn't appreciate it, or maybe they just didn't notice, or they didn't see it, okay? Because with the no and with the I need you, you're giving off a vibe, Power 7, and it doesn't have to be you, but this is just the vibe you're giving off, of the reputation that you have, is that you don't need anyone. You give off this energy of you're very independent. 7 is a number of like learning, and it's usually like, if you're a life path to number 7 is usually someone who's a bit like to themselves, a bit aloof, but like very deep, okay? And you give off this vibe that you don't actually need a person. So when someone is in your energy, you value them, you respect them, you love them, but you don't actually need them to function. Like, you can live without them. you being around them is out of pure kindness. That's the energy you're getting. Because with the Fool card, it's like you have a reputation for wanting to try new things, always wanting to try this, do this, go here, go there, and people can't keep up with you, especially your friends. If you've been friends for a long time with people, or your family members, no one can keep up with you. You're always doing something new. As soon as you start one thing, you finish that and you've gone on to something next. It's giving like in touch with your inner child, similar to past 6 even, but at the same time, it's like a juxtaposition, because at the same time you're still stable. You may even jump from job to job, but you're still stable with this King of Pentacles. Like, people still look at you as someone who you're like, okay, I'm trying this new thing. I'm doing this new thing. This is a new business venture. This is a new hobby. This is a new... But it's like you're still stable, though. You give off, not chaotic energy, but like, you give off, like, I'm busy and I have a lot of energy. But at the same time, you're still calm and reserved. It's very hard to explain, but it's like you have both. It's kind of like being autistic and ADHD in one. And it's like they're like two opposing opposites in certain aspects, but at the same time, it's like they can coexist together. You give that energy, okay? Not to say you guys have a neurological, condition or anything, but I'm just saying, you guys are very stable regardless. You always land on your feet. So when life knocks you down, you still get back up and you always find a way to be stable, especially when it comes to money. So even if you jump from job to job, somehow you always can afford things. And people wonder, like, did you get a new job, or how you keeping up with this pay, and how you just managed to just manifest money like that. Okay, people also see you as humble and down to earth as well. But at the same time, it's like you give off this energy like you don't need anyone. Okay. And you're always changing, always transforming, whether it's your looks or your job or what you do or what you believe in. But at the same time, you give off this energy like you don't need anyone. But then at the same time, you still are empathetic enough to understand people's emotions, because you're very emotionally intelligent. So you try to accommodate to others, but still not need them. So when you do this, it's coming out of the kindness of your own heart and not because there's a motive behind it. You are a very complex person, Power 7, because it's so weird. Like, I get it, but explaining it makes me sound crazy, because I get it. I really get it. This reminds me of so many people, even myself to some extent. But then again, all powers kind of remind me of myself to some extent, because I connect to you guys and I can relate to you guys. But it's crazy. Like, it's crazy in the dunya. No, but honestly, like, you guys are so stable and so grounded and so reserved and zen, but at the same time so like ballsy and outdoorsy and willing to try new things. Like, you don't mind going to a party here and there, even if you're the type of person that's usually reserved, or if you're this person who likes to go out a lot, you also don't mind staying in and doing something more chilled. It's like you have a duality to you. I would not be surprised if you're Gemini, okay? Or you have it in your chart. But you guys are open to new experiences. You're always transforming, okay? That is your reputation. But it's like, again, you still have boundaries though. You're friendly, but you have boundaries. You're reserved, but you still go out of your way to go to many places. You guys are so complex, and I love that for you, okay? But yeah, it's like you don't need anyone, but you're still loving and kind to people. You'll still support them and ride and die for them and go out of your way to help someone. But it doesn't benefit you, but you still would do it because you're good people. You don't need anyone. But people really need you though, okay? I heard shoulder to cry on. So this is also saying that people rely on you emotionally as a shoulder to cry on as well. But you may not rely on anyone as a shoulder to cry on. Kind of reminds me of Power 4. But yeah. I heard destiny. Yeah. Destiny is calling me. Open up my eager eyes. I'm Mr. Brightside. Like, you guys have such positive energy. You guys look at the positives of life. You guys could be Sagittarius, but it's like you guys have your eye on the prize. You have your eye on your destiny. No one can take you off focus. Sorry, my neighbors are being loud. That's what I'm getting. Let me know if that resonates. Let me know what you want to see. I was going to upload another pick a card today, but I'm running out of time, so I'm not going to. But yeah, that's what I have. Bye.